Alright, I know I ain't got a lot of videos up lately, and there's a reason for that. And the reason for that is I got a lot of yard work to do, a lot of landscaping around here, a lot of that kind of shit. I know it's no excuse. I'm going to make it up to you. I'm going to catch up over this Memorial Day weekend right here, okay? But what I want to talk about right now is something that I'm kind of excited about, and that is that I don't like this camera angle, but I don't feel like messing with it right now. Battery's dying on the son of a bitch, and then I'll be further behind in getting videos up. Anyway, what's kind of cool is I almost have 500 subscribers. Yay, right? Yeah, I know it's not a ton of people, but you know what? I appreciate each and every one of you guys and gals. And like I said before, I'm not trying to appeal to the masses. But here's what I'm thinking about I want to do that's kind of cool. Is I want to, as soon as I hit 500, right? As soon as I hit 500, the first 5 emails I get from you guys, from subscribers, and I'll see how they come in, when they come in, the time they come in, all that shit. Closest possible, first 5 after I hit 500 subscribers, I want to send, or offer to send, if you're not interested in it, hey, that's fine too, what the fuck. I'll send each of these 5 people on my dime a custom-made Guerrilla with a Call shirt. And this Guerrilla with a Call shirt, you got to give me like 2 weeks because, like I said, they're individually made, and the back is unique in that every shirt you can have whatever you want basically put on the back. So what I've been doing is they're white, they fit really nice, they're real stretchy. So whatever size you wear, make sure don't think you want to go a size smaller and get something that's going to be really tight on you, because it's going to be tight on you anyway. I mean, and its stretch is nice. So what I mean by that is it'll give to your arm size, it'll stretch and fit your muscularity, and it won't choke you to death. It'll be nice and tight but stretchy, and they fit really nice. I like them. But anyway, it'll be white and have the color logo on the front in orange and gray and black, and it's, you know, the Guerrilla with a Calls thing that you see at the front of the screen when the video first comes on. That'll be on the front of it, and then on the back, what I've been doing is all of us guys that work out together and such, you know, and our chicks, they have on the back of them your nickname across the top of the shoulder blades, between the shoulder blades, where it would be like your last name in a sports jersey or whatever. And like, you know, mine says Tiny, and then in large numbers below it, and in black, it says 280, Tiny 280. So, you know, like Justin and Jason, the twins, they're say Bogman twin. You know, each one of them has Bogman twin and their body weight, you know, 230, whatever it is. And Dan's, same way. So everybody's so far, you put your name on the back of it or whatever your nickname is and your body weight. Now, if your projected body weight, look, nobody knows but you what you weigh. So if you're trying to get to whatever your number is and you're not far off of it, put that on there. Fuck it, right? So you have something to shoot for, and plus, that way when you hit the number, you're not wearing a shirt that, you know, has a lesser weight on it. So whatever. Also, you can have different things put on the back if you don't want that. If you're a smaller guy and you're self-conscious about it, you don't want to wear a Guerrilla with a Call shirt, which I don't see why that would be. I don't have a problem with it, and I came up with it. You could put on the back under construction or something like that. So, you know, whatever you want to do, you know, use your creativity. Tell me what you want on the back, and I'll put it on there. It could be, it could also be the Guerrilla with a Calls, one of the Guerrilla with a Calls mainstay fucking credos, right? Which is simply clear your plate and lift your weight. Clear your plate and lift your weight, right? So that's kind of for short. That's kind of short for meaning that, you know, each man or each woman has to clear their own plate and lift their own weight. Now, literally, I mean, no matter who you subscribe to, who you watch, you know, I watch people's shit too, what you read, who you know, what forums people frequent, whatever things they can quote, how much information they can Google. Ultimately, when you take the shirt off, or you know, you're wearing shorts or whatever it may be, when you're showing that physique off, the fruits of your labor, right? The physical reward, the manifestation for all this bullshit. It comes down to you having had to have cleared your own plate and lifted your own weight. Nobody can do that for you. So you worked for it. It's yours. You know what I mean? And that's where that comes from. And that can apply further along into life, however far you want to take it or whatever you want to make of it. I mean, you know, whatever's on your plate, you know, you're the man or you're the woman, and ain't nobody going to fucking resolve it but you ultimately. So you got to clear your own plate. And it's the same thing with the lift your own weight, man. Whatever burden or whatever's going down or whatever you got on your back or whatever you're trying to do for family or loved ones or any other thing, man. Each man clears his own plate and lifts his own weight. I mean, ultimately, you're going to have friends and brothers and every other thing, but, you know, you're going to have to do that yourself, as you well know, and as I well know. So that's what that comes from. Lift your weight and clear your plate. You can have that put on the back, or there's a bunch of shit I'm coming up with, different shirts, and we got a bunch of different Guerrilla with the calls crap. And the reason why is, like, I'm not into this, not trying to come up with a bunch of fucking, you know, clothing and gear and all this shit, and next thing I'm going to come out with a pre-workout and all, you know, for what, 500 subscribers? No, no offense, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not, that's not my motivation, in other words, okay? We got something else going on here, you know, an exchange of information and stuff, and a common thread and a kindredness, and that other fucking commercial shit's not part of it. But if I'm going to work out, and I'm going to wear some kind of workout shit while I'm working out, motherfucker, I'm going to wear something near and dear to me, something that means something to me, you know? And so I come up with the Guerrilla with a Cause thing. Plus it helps promote the whole idea of it, which I think is a good thing. And people see it and they ask me about it, right? So I think the whole Guerrilla with a Cause thing, it can embody a whole spectrum of, you know, different principles and you know, many mission statements, you know, depending on what each individual, you know, loosely formed member, whatever your mission may be, your personal mission or your personal, you know, goal. But ultimately, you know, the overall implication, the overall statement is that just because, you know, we're more or less what society views as just big gorillas or apes or whatever, we're kind of, rather than shrugging that off and thinking that that's a, you know, like an insult or some kind of fucking, you know, put down or whatever, or a detraction for people to look at us and assume that, fuck it, we're going to embrace it. I'm a gorilla then, fucking right. We're all primates anyway, so if you got to be a primate, be a fucking gorilla. You know, another one is you could have 400-pound gorilla, just blatantly, just written on the back, big letters, 400-pound gorilla. And that comes from some bumper stickers that I had made. I got one on my truck and I had one on my hot rod. And they're bright, bright yellow, like a caution thing. And in black, it says, it's got the gorillas on there. And in black, it says, danger, 400-pound gorilla on board. Do not agitate. And that's just, you know, not, you know, something I'm trying to think of some kind of badass or anything else or anybody else that I've given one of these to. But it's kind of just food for thought, right? It's food for thought. But, you know, because you're in the car, man. I hate when fucking people tailgate me, try and push me along. If you need me out of the way, I'll move. I got no problem with moving. You're in a bigger hurry than me, you know, whatever. You're younger than me, you don't realize you got time. Maybe it's an emergency. I don't fucking care what. I'll get out of the way, right? Give me a second, turn my blinker on, safely pull over there. Now, if it's like somebody that can't wait, and they're going to fucking shoot around me real quick, or when I move out of the way, they're going to shoot around me real fast, like get really close to me, like they think they're in a fucking NASCAR or something, right? Just swerve over real quick. And then come up alongside of me and look over at me real hard, try to mean mug me. You know, I usually look over, and once they look over and see me, they go, you know, then they ain't fucking looking over anymore all of a sudden. Then they grab the wheel of the death grip, looking straight forward. And it's like, really? You know, what difference should it make? If I look like, you know, some kind of skinny, scrawny, non-threatening, you know, meek, timid little dude, or if I was some, you know, old guy that looked like potentially that I was, you know, whatever, I don't know what they would consider, basically that I look like I could be victimized, because that's what it comes down to, right? Then they wouldn't like shy away so quick, right? They're a real bully when they're in 5,000 pounds of steel hurtling down the highway. But if they walked in the fucking convenience store and I was in there getting a cup of coffee from the coffee bar, which I don't drink that shit there, but if I was, they're certainly not going to come up alongside of me and elbow me out of the way so they can get some more room, right? No, they're not going to do that. So why get behind the wheel of a car and behave that way? I don't get it. I don't know. But to me, it's a form of bullying because, like I said, without fail, You know, when they look over and see me, they fucking are like, you know, and come on, man, if you're going to carry it like that and you're going to push somebody, or, you know, you're going to disrespect somebody to any extent, be real, man. Continue on. It shouldn't matter what I look like. Don't judge me just by how I look. I might be one of the biggest pussies out there. You might not have anything to worry about. You could probably maybe push me around some more, or, you know, catch me at a red light and even get out of the car and break one of my windshield wipers off without me doing anything. Who fucking knows? You know what I mean? Don't just judge a book by its cover. And again, look at me and figure, this big gorilla, I don't want any fucking trouble from him. You know, all of a sudden they're scared. They got manners all of a sudden. But, so that tells me that they're the type that bully people. It's as simple as that. Because it shouldn't really matter what you look like, right? If I look like I looked before I started lifting, they'd probably be, you know, give me the finger and shit. Who fucking knows? Anyway, you guys know me. I'm a mellow dude. I don't want any trouble. You know, my knuckles got like this from knitting and shit, you know. But that's what the whole gist of this thing is right now, real quick. And I'll put some better videos up now for this weekend since it's Memorial Day, right? I have time. I'm trying to lean down. I don't know if it's working yet. I'm trying. This camera lighting's really bad in here too. Anyway, I'm working on it. I'm getting there. It takes time. Room wasn't built in a day. And this fat that I've accumulated over the past fucking year, I'm not going to just get this off overnight. But we all got our little fucking goals and things we're working on, so that's mine. Anyway, best of luck with yours. I hope you're having an awesome Memorial Day weekend. It just started raining here. I'm out here in the dungeon. I'm going to do a little bit more chest work, and I'm going to get some other videos up. Some more informative training type of bullshit. So, all right, thanks for viewing. Take it easy, and you know, don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't accomplish.